Hi, thanks for gardening with me. I'm Melissa, and today I'm going to be planting these seed potatoes, but I'm not going to be planting them in your average way, which is rows and hilling them up and things. I'm going to be planting them in these grow bags. So very interesting concept. First time I've ever done it. I'm going to show you how I do it and what the benefits are to growing this way. So we have these grow bags and they're really nice. They have quite a bit of space in them. Hopefully you can see from there. And what's really neat about these is they have this little side pocket that you can open them up and you can either harvest a potato or two from out of here, or you can just check on the growth of them. But what we're going to do to get started today is make sure that's closed nice and tight. And then I have these seed potatoes, and you want to make sure your seed potatoes have a few eyes on them. Now you can cut your potatoes in half and get a bigger crop if that's what you need. And I could probably cut it here because you want to make sure you have at least one eye in your potato. But there's none on this side, and here there's none on this side. Now, if you do cut them, you want to make sure that they have, like a day is probably good to dry out and kind of crust over before you plant them. And I didn't do that. I'm just going to plant the potatoes whole like this, and that's perfectly fine. The benefit to planting them as they're cut up is you get a lot more potatoes, but this will be plenty for Tony and I. So what you want to do is, I have some potting mix right here, and it is organic. And you want to put some potting mix in the bottom of your bag. And you can plant them directly in your garden. The typical method is to make a trench, put these down in there, cover them with soil, and then as the plant starts to grow, you'll just keep covering them and covering them and covering them. Because what happens is, as the plant grows, they sprout roots to the side, and from the roots, that's where the potatoes grow. So you definitely want to make sure that you plant them nice and deep. There are some that can grow from the bottom as well, but most of them come from the stalk as you come up. So what I'll do is, I have a little bit of soil in the bottom of this bag already, and I'm just going to set my potatoes down in the soil, and I will give you a close-up of what that looks like. But what happens is, as I go along in the season, I will come back and put just a little bit more soil over these until the soil level will actually reach all the way to the top. The plants will be spilling out over the top. It should be very pretty, but and then that way I can just open this little pouch here and harvest my potatoes. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll show you what it looks like down in here in the bag, I think. Because you want to make sure that your potatoes are completely covered up, and maybe like an inch of soil over the top of the potatoes. Here we go. So I'll do 5 potatoes per sack, and then I'll also plant some in the standard method in my garden. Make sure you check on these often, and that you cover the roots as they start to grow up, and water it regularly, and you should have a great harvest. So the only thing left to do is water them in and watch them grow. That's nice because they have 2 little handles on the side here, and I ordered these from Amazon. The only thing I'm not sure about is when you open your pouch, if your soil's going to fall out. They should have maybe put a screen in there or something. I'm not sure, but we shall see. I would imagine after the roots are in there growing, it'll hold the soil in pretty well.